Okay guys, nice to have you back again. I'm Cosmos Sangomo, the founder of the Youth Motivational Movement, and today I brought you a nice topic titled "The Same-Sex Marriage Must Be Forbidden in Our Country, Namibia, and the Religion Must Be Respected." I don't know why I want to talk about this. It's actually bringing up the roles of religion. In Namibia, or let me say in the Bible, God created man and He created a woman out of a man's rib. So maybe the man to get married or to have connection, intimate connection with a woman. But nowadays I don't know why men are marrying men and women are marrying women. So far I did not hear of any women that got married to another woman, but I have noticed I've been on social media for a long time, and then I've been seeing you'll find ladies kissing ladies, men kissing men, and even this, I think it was last week I met got married to another man in a restaurant, and then that man, he was given a ring, and then he was crying when they kissed. He was crying like, what's the point of you crying to another man, getting married to another man? You all have those things. You all have those things, and then now, what benefit do you get from getting married to another man? I just don't understand why the government or the law of Namibia wants to let this happen in our country. It's really against the law and it's against the religion. You find these people telling or saying that no, they are here to worship God because they are serving the true living God. Which true living God are they serving? There's a problem we have now because we cannot be like, no, I'm in church, I'm with my wife, and then my wife is the same sex as me. Do you really say that you are with your wife? It's really not good, and our request is to tell the government to forbid this in our country, because if this rises in this country, our world, our country is finished. They have been talking about your religion, that there is a lot of hate cases. Now, what is the benefit of gossiping about our region? And there, let me say, even in Windhoek, those people are there, getting married to men. What is the reason behind? And why is the government letting those people to get marriage certificates in our country? Why? Okay, why can't they come up with their whatever where they can get those certificates? That's the biggest concern we have now. Like now, if you're telling us that no, when they get married, maybe outside the country, they must come with their certificates in Namibia. So now you want to tell us that Namibia is a country that has to be dealing with those things? You've been telling us that Namibia is a womb of Africa, but now you are colonizing Namibia with those things. Colonialization doesn't mean that it's when you are maybe punishing people or killing people because you want something, but that is part of colonialization as well. You cannot be telling us that they must come get marriage certificates in our country because whatsoever. We don't care whether they came from, if they are from Namibia, if they were born in here, but where they get married is where they must get those certificates. There was a time a child was born, I think in South Africa, and then they're like, no, that child must come get a certificate, a birth certificate in Namibia. Now the problem is that why do you want to colonize Namibia with anti-gay? It's really beyond the law. We don't care because it's our future, not your future anymore. You are there putting up laws, putting up rules that no, they must get married and they must come get certificates from our country. You know what? You are fine with it, but as the youth are not fine with it because the future is in our hands. So we are just putting our lives in danger because now you go to a restaurant, you go to a bar, you won't even identify who men are because you find them putting up on makeups, having eyelashes, and the way they dress, it's just disgusting. I think the law or the government has to deal or has to do something before time because we cannot be living in a country with these things. Why? The question is why? Every time they were doing that They were telling us, yeah, let me see, though there are some countries, like I was listening to a radio, I think it was the day before yesterday, and then they were saying, in these countries in Africa, anti-gay whatever is prohibited. But then why do you want to let it happen in Namibia? If South Africa is allowing it, let it not happen in Namibia. It doesn't matter whether we get goods from South Africa, as long as bad things stay aside of our country. This is Namibia and we want a developed country. We are here suffering. The government is saying it doesn't have money to support us. But if it doesn't have money to support us, and then why is it supporting the same-sex marriages? I'm not against the law, but we are of the law. Why is it letting all this? The Home Affairs, even those people are proud to give certificates to same-sex parties. Is that what Namibia is for? Is one telling us that Namibia is a womb of Africa? I think the government has to do something. Because the future is in our hands. And you have to do something. Because if we let this happen, if we let this rise in our country, we are finished. So the request is said, let the country do something, let the government do something. Thank you very much. Follow me for the next video.